Listen, we're already making major moves. We have mics.
Hello.
We have ring lights. We have ring lights. We are here. We are right here with it. We are moving steady upwards.
I'm scared of us, sis. I'm scared of us.
The ones to watch.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I can't wait till we're on like those lists and things like that. It's gonna happen. You know,
I
and
know
it's
it's
even
gonna
better when
happen.
people get to do like be a part of the journey with you.
Yeah, I mean, there's people that have been supporting us from when we were like, oh, we want like just talking about it. So those people who have supported us from the inception of the concept till now are the real
MVP.
MVPs. Yeah.
MVPs.
What is that?
Ginger ale.
You know what I have?
And tequila.
A watery boba.
I've never
I
even
don't
had
even have
boba.
a drink. You never had boba? But basically, it's like amazing because it's like you drink it and you taste the juice, and then all of a sudden, these like delicious balls are in your mouth.
The crazy
Sorry.
part is that delicious and balls usually don't go in the same.
Don't go together. But boba provides a delicious ball experience.
So sis, tell me about your week. Give me a quick download.
Yeah. I had a week from hell,
Wow.
but
I wasn't
I like
expecting
to
that.
say that. I know. I like to say that, but then preface it by saying also that I am not complaining. Okay? Not complaining, but I digress. Um, I'm back to work after the pandemic and being locked in my house and not having a job in sight and feeling like, what is life?
Yeah.
To now being bombarded from every angle of things happening, which I'm extremely happy for because it's amazing to be busy and to be booked and all those things. So that's why I'm not complaining, but it provides a little bit of overwhelmingness to my life.
Yeah,
What
I feel
about
that.
you? What's going on with you this
Um,
week?
I also had a shit week. I didn't think about it, but now that I'm talking about it, my week was shit as well.
Yeah,
The highlight of my week is that I went golfing, which is always a
yeah,
highlight. It's
for
like
sure.
literally the only place I find my sanity and my sanctuary, whichever word
Hmm.
is used there. Um,
Both work.
and so yeah, I had a hard work week. I broke my cell phone.
Wait, you
Yeah,
broke your cell phone?
yeah, it's cracked. Whole
Oh
bottom
my
of the
God, look
screen
at
is
those
shattered.
chubby legs.
Look at those chubby
Whose
legs!
legs are those?
You're gonna think I'm so weird.
Whose legs are those? Yours when you were a baby? Who is that?
Hang on, wait. I wanted to get. Hang on.
Am I supposed to know who that is?
No, I just want you to be able to see it.
So, is this a baby you don't know? Okay, that's weird as fuck.
You weird, buddy. You're weird.
Get that baby off your screen, you creep. Get that off your screen. I can provide you with some chubby baby legs of a child you do know. That might be better.
I'm just like, okay, so here's the thing that's really weird about it. I feel really weird when people ask me if that's my prize. I know it's my friend's baby because it's so weird.
No, it's I'm telling you right now as your friend, that's weird. But go on.
Okay,
I'm gonna support you through it, but
okay, we have got to get into your birthday stuff after I tell this ridiculous story. I was gonna write a blog about it, but I'll just tell it here.
okay.
So, someone sends me a picture of that baby and says, "Oh my God, imagine you and so had a baby. We got to give him a name. Let's call him Nick. Imagine you and Nick had a baby. This would look just like your baby." And I was like, "Oh my God, you're so right." Now, me and Nick don't have any dealings together anymore. We're like totally friends, but nonetheless,
Right.
We could talk like that.
Yeah.
So I hit him with the picture, and he was like, "Oh my God, whose little chubby cute baby is that?" And I was like, "Oh my God," my homegirl who happened to know. I'm like, "So and so just hit me with this picture and said this is what our baby would look like if we had a baby." And he
Yeah.
was like, "Oh my God, you're crazy. That's so right." And he was like, "Actually, I've been meaning to tell you something." And I was like, "What?" And he was like, I'm having a baby.
Oh, ah,
So that's where we are. But I had this
no.
photo, and I just think it's so cute, and I'm just maybe manifesting her. There's something weird about that.
Story to back that up, but not good enough for you to keep that baby on your screen. So you need to change it, and I want to see you do it. Change it right now.
Gosh.
Put that on your vision board, not your home screen, my G.
I've literally like made my home screen vision boards for shit. I like have at some points like had like a ring on there or a house or like a
Yeah.
vacation spot or like
Yeah.
kind of like something that you see every day. I agree though, because it's kind of weird because when people ask me about it, I feel like a creep a little bit. I'm like,
Let me tell you, if you
uh.
can't tell people the truth about the picture on your home screen, that means it shouldn't be there.
Hello, are you ready for your birthday?
No, when am I ever ready for my birthday? I'm like the worst birthdayer. I don't know if you've noticed that, but it's like leading up to my birthday, I have all these ideas. I'm going on a trip for my birthday. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna rent a house in Palm Springs. No, I'm gonna rent a house by the beach. No, I'm gonna do this. Blah blah blah. And then it's what, 4 days till my birthday, and I don't have not a thing planned.
Nothing
It's
planned.
so annoying. Well, it's also a freaking pandemic, so I mean,
Well, don't worry. Here at Ask Ashley, we got a birthday episode planned
it's
for
my
you. Sis.
birthday.
Ash, how old are you? How old are you turning this year?
I am turning 35.
How old did you turn last year?
Listen, I don't need you questioning me.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm not.
I've gotten to the point in my
I
life,
just want to
and
make sure that I even know how old you are. You know, how, like you don't
it's the
always know
big
how
three
old your friends.
five. No, honestly, I'm at a point in my life where I don't need anyone to know how old I am, and I don't need to know how old other people are.
So you figure if you don't ask, you don't shouldn't have to tell.
I
So
literally
don't ask,
have
don't tell
I
policy.
literally have friends that that I've had for years and don't know how old they are because I never asked because frankly it's rude.
So have you ever lied about your age, like other than to me right now? And to your, other than to your friend, like this
Other than right
second.
now, just right now on the podcast when you lied to me and
Yeah.
all these people. No, okay, I've only lied in like a joking way like I just did. I've never like point blank period lied.
Uh, you've
And
never.
I'm sticking to that.
You know, my homegirl just caught a dude lying to her about his birthday.
What you mean?
Girl, listen. So she's big into astrology, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's
No, this is funny. I like this.
Ashley, it's so.
Is it cringy?
I almost
Am
wonder
I
if we
gonna
should call.
cringe?
Should we call her?
Yeah,
Okay.
call her.
Basically, my homegirl caught this guy lying to her about his birthday, or about his
Okay.
age, but really about his birthday too. Kind of about it all. Okay, so listen, listen. She's kind of like heavy into astrology, so she wanted to know what
Mm-hmm.
sign he was, and she was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, like, what sign are you?" And he was like, "I'm not even really into all that stuff." And she's like, "It's cool. You don't have to be. I'm just curious. When's your birthday?" And he was
Mm-hmm.
like, "July 15th." And she was like, "Oh, your birthday's coming up." And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "So what do you know about my sign?" And she's like, "Well, you're Cancer, right?" And he's like, "Yeah." So she starts talking, and he's like, "I'm none of those things. I'm none of those things." She's like, okay, well, whatever. So it's a few days before his birthday.
Yeah.
And she's like, I got to get him a gift. So she goes to the mall, whatever. I don't know where she goes. Let's just imagine that she got him cologne. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the day of his birthday, she says that like she wants to like do it like cute and sly. So he's at her house and he goes for a bike ride. So like she puts the cologne into his bag so that when she comes back, she could be like, oh, do you, and whatever. So sure
Oh.
enough, he goes for his bike ride and he comes back and she's like, he's like not acting any different on his birthday. You know what I mean? Like he like
He
he doesn't
hasn't
have any extra
received an odd number
plans.
of
Yeah, he
phone
hasn't got any
calls or
calls.
anything.
Like, yeah. And so she's like, hey, how was your ride? He was like, it's good. She's like, how's your day going? She's like, it's good. And she's like, well, open your bag. So he opened the bag and there's a gift in there. And he like reads it. And he's like, oh, wow. Thank you so much. It's really nice of you. She said, but his energy was very like low, So someone called him and he had to go run and do something. So he's like, hey, I got to run down the street to do X, Y, Z. I'll be right back. Comes back the next day and he's like, hey, babe, I love this cologne you got me, but I already have 2 of them. Do you think we can exchange it for these sneakers I want?
Actually, you know what? I don't like this.
And she was like a little taken back, like, okay. So she's like, yeah, sure, whatever. We could talk about it. And he was like, all right, well, I'm going to go for a bike ride. He goes for a bike ride again. When he goes for a bike ride the next day, she just said like something felt off. She's like, Ashley, I just don't know. It just felt off. So I went through his bag and pulled out his wallet. And sure enough, it was not his birthday. His birthday was sometime in like February. So the man lied about his birthday. But then not only did he lie about his birthday, he tried to return the gift she got him for his not birthday and get something else.
Here's my question. I have a few questions because this is really crazy. But this is what I want to know. Number 1, how long has she been dating him? And number 2, with the gift, did she provide a birthday card? Like, so it said happy birthday and she wrote a card and said, happy birthday, Doug, or whatever your name is. Like, da-da-da-da-da.
Yes, girl, yes. And he, oh, thank you so much. Gave her a hug. She said, but his reaction just wasn't like it's your birthday. She's just like, she could feel it. It just wasn't right. It just wasn't what a birthday reaction should be. And sure enough, it was not this man's birthday. He kept up the lie and then tried to exchange the gift for something else he wanted.
Did she call him out?
Yes, she did.
Yes.
Yeah.
What did he say? What did he say?
She said, what happened is he brought up the sneakers again. And
like,
she said,
she let him return them and everything he got?
No.
Oh.
He said, okay, yeah, let's talk about it later. When he brought it back up, because now she knows it's not his birthday. Remember, she didn't know before. Mm-hmm. Now she knows it's not his birthday. And she's like, you got a lot of nerve trying to return a gift for your birthday when it's not even your birthday.
What did he say?
So he was like, it is my birthday. She's like, dude, I know it's not your birthday. And he's like, well, how do you know? She's like, I know. And I was like, you didn't tell him that you went through his bag, did you? And she was like, you know what? Me going through his bag wasn't more of a character flaw than him lying about his birthday and then
100.
With it.
Like,
so yeah, I told him I went through his
lie.
bag. She was like, yeah, I told him I went through his bag because honestly, that was not the worst of the things. She said, of course, like men do, but he tried to turn it around on her.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, I can't believe you went through my bag. And she said to him, I don't care. Me going through your bag does not make me worse of a person than you lying about your birthday, accepting a gift for it, and then trying to exchange it for a different gift. I went through your bag.
Yeah.
How
And
about
now,
that?
matter of fact, take your bag and go away, you little liar.
Listen, let me tell you something. You're a liar.
Ah, can you believe that?
No, he has a major character flaw and he's got to go.
It's time for
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
girl, for those of you guys who are just joining us for the first time ever, question time works
Yes.
like this. We pick 3 questions that we ask each other. Usually it's things we don't know about each other, but sometimes it is things that we do know each other and we force each other to dig a little deeper.
Yeah.
We use the Dear Young Queen question cards here. And since we're not together, I'll hold Ashley's up to the screen so she can read them to me. And then I will just read hers to her out loud. So, who wants to go first? Miriam.
Me, it's my
wanna-
birthday.
You want to ask first?
Yes, I want to ask first.
Okay, first question.
Can I read it? Okay. Do you have any souvenirs, keepsakes from a former relationship?
I definitely do.
I know you do.
Oh, shade. Okay,
You're a
so
keepsaker.
yeah,
Yeah.
I keep so many things and make memory
Yeah.
books, and
Yeah.
I actually randomly last week went in the closet like looking for a golf club that I thought I'd put in the closet somewhere, and came across this like huge framed photo that was like in the master bedroom of my previous house with my ex. And I had had it all these years turned facing
What?
backwards in the back of the closet. I have
Yeah.
to show you. I have to show you.
I'm gonna die right now. I never knew this.
You're gonna
Die.
don't die. I hope you don't
I'm not actually gonna die.
So
But
look, this is what was in the back of my closet the whole time, so I never saw it. Just looked black.
it's huge.
Huge. Look at this.
Oh, that's such a cute picture of you guys. I feel like that's how you looked when I met you.
I don't look the same.
It's like a different, I think it's just mainly your hair.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah. But that's so how did you feel sad?
What? I had a whole cry.
Oh,
Like I had a
you had a
whole
whole
like
breakdown.
I remembered our house. I remembered our like where this was
Yeah.
in the bedroom, how I used to sit and
Yeah.
read books underneath it, and how there was like all these frames and photos around. It was just like so
Oh.
sad.
So what are you gonna do with it?
I don't know, because the frame is beautiful, is really what I was thinking. And
Say
like I
that
could do
we just reframe that. I mean, repicture that frame.
yeah, I have something that I think can go in it that
You
would
don't
be
need to
really
get rid
beautiful.
of the photo, like you should keep the photo, but maybe let's remove it from the frame.
Sad. So to answer your question, do I have any souvenirs or keepsakes from
Yes.
previous relationships? The answer is hell yeah. But I've got to figure out how to start getting rid of this shit, because I think it's not allowing space in my life
Not.
for someone else.
Yeah, I
I'm going to
think
tell you
like
something even more embarrassing, but this is you're my friend, and we'll decide whether or not we keep this in the podcast or not. But I also, for many years, kept like one outfit hanging up in the closet, one outfit folded in the drawer, and one golf outfit. So should he ever return, he would always have something to do whatever we were going to do.
that's
Then
intense.
it's intense. But when you're someone who believes in the power of like manifesting
Yeah.
things, envisioning
And
things, and like,
yeah,
and I do, it
and
was
you
like,
do.
and so that was a thing. And then I started reading the Marie Kondo book, The Magic of
Oh,
Tidying
yeah, I
Up.
heard that's great. Yeah.
And it basically says that clean your closet out. Like if you're single and you want someone to come into your life, you have to make sure that your space in your home have space for someone to come in your life.
Right.
So if you have all your clothes packed in your closet, you actually don't even have space for someone to enter. And when I read
Wow.
that, I realized that I not only didn't have the space, I had someone else's stuff in that space,
Yeah.
and it had to go.
That's powerful. So have you I mean, I know you've gotten rid of that stuff for the most
Yeah,
part.
I've gotten rid of that stuff. I still have like a big, I have like a bunch of other stuff and belongings that I just feel like isn't my responsibility to pay to ship.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be an asshole and get rid of it. So should he ever
Yeah.
want it, he could have it. But I'm
Yeah.
not. It's not my responsibility to pay for it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
so yeah, do you have any souvenirs or keepsakes from any previous
no, I'm like
relationships?
really bad. I mean, like I'm not really a keepsake kind of girl. Like
Yeah,
I barely take pictures of like moments. I'm super bad at that. So,
yeah.
no, I don't. Not at all. Not a thing.
Fine. All right, I'll go. My question for you.
Okay, sorry.
Ready?
Hmm.
Oh, my question for you is love blind?
So I don't know. It's tough. Like I think that I think love could be blind, but
Okay.
I think love could be blind, but I think a lot of times it's hard to get past the the
Right,
sight,
because a lot of people can't get past the physical to get inside to fall
to
in love.
get inside, to fall in love. There you go. So I think it could be.
Thanks.
What do you think? I think we've
Uh,
tried this.
we've tried this. I don't think that love is blind.
Yeah.
I think that it always depends on the person. But in my
Yeah.
particular, like I'm a realist. I live in the real world.
Yeah.
I'm a like for me, if
Yeah.
I am not sexually attracted to you, if I don't want to rip
Yeah.
off your clothes, if I don't, I'm just not.
Yeah.
I have lots of
Yeah.
friends.
Shout
Okay.
out to the show Love is Blind because that was a solid show. And we've
Yeah.
talked about that, but I don't know if it's going to make it. But so if you haven't seen Love is Blind, you've been living under a rock and you should see it because it's good.
Good.
Side
It's
note.
good, girl. It's
Side
good,
note.
girl.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Okay. Awesome. Your turn. Second question.
Okay. Do you believe you have met your soulmate?
So I do think I met my soulmate.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that we have met in the right time or the right place or any of those things, but
Yeah.
I met someone that made me feel and believe that all of the things that I want and the way that I see it and how I think it's supposed to feel could
Mm-hmm.
exist.
Yeah.
I don't know if it
That's
was for
beautiful.
me. I don't know. Yeah, but I
Yeah.
do know that like I was able to be myself wholly and completely.
Yeah.
I was able to learn yet still influence. I was able to like there's just so many things that make my soul feel good about this
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Um and we see world yeah, I don't know. So I think so, but I don't know. I'm not in a relationship. I don't know. My real soulmate could be out there and I just haven't met him yet because I don't even know what it
Yeah.
feels like,
Yeah.
you know?
That's a good answer.
Um
I like that.
okay, my turn.
Okay. Thank you.
Here we go. I know the answer to
Uh-oh.
this one. I definitely know the answer to this one, but I want to hear you say it. What was your most hated job?
It was like also the worst job for me. I don't know why I thought that this was good, but basically, I was doing phone advertising sales for minor league baseball teams, like in small cities. And I was like calling these companies and trying to get them to advertise. And I had like a script that I was like, oh, this is what like it would sound like. Like, do you have mothballs in your attic? Well, call Jimmy John's mothball removers and we'll come over to your house right away. Like, huh? That's so
How did you
weird.
find that job?
Obviously, I don't even want to date myself, but like I'm gonna say like maybe like
Craigslist.
Like Craigslist, like a newspaper. You know how the newspapers like online used to have like job listings and stuff, or it might have been a school one, like the job list, like in the pits of hell is where I found that job. It was awful. I lasted 2 weeks and then I was like, peace out.
Oh my God, I
It
love
was
that.
awful. The worst job ever. Also, like my voice, like who's gonna take me serious? No
I
one.
mean, people still don't take you serious, and you're a whole
I know.
functioning
I'm a
adult. I don't know.
whole
I wouldn't have took
functioning
you
woman
fresh out of
adult.
college. Your voice is probably like me, 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 me,
Sounded like the church mice.
me. All right. Last question.
Okay, last
Ready?
question.
Oh.
Okay. Oh shoot.
What does it say?
Have you ever had a one night stand?
Nope, not answering that. You could pick another one.
Oh, okay, this is good. Have you ever been on a blind date?
No,
Mm-mm.
I've never been on a blind date. I spied on a blind date. And then I've been on like Instagram blind dates where like you've seen like a picture of them like on Instagram or like social media or
Oh, yeah,
whatever,
yeah,
but it was
yeah.
like the first time
Okay.
you guys like hung out.
Yeah.
Like, it's not really blind. It's like a
I
I
mean,
don't
in
know.
2020, that's about as blind as it gets. Like, there's
Correct.
too
Because you
much
put me on a blind date,
information. Yeah.
sis. You send me on a
Yeah.
blind date, the first thing I'm doing is going and Googling that man.
Googling the
Blind.
person's name, please. There's no such thing as blind.
Blind my ass. I know all about him, his mom's
Yeah.
maiden name, where he lives. I didn't went on Google Maps, put the address in. I could see what his house looks like from the
Yeah.
outside.
Street view.
I didn't called my homegirl who went to his page and I said, hey, do you follow anybody that follows him? Like, who does he
Yeah.
know? I didn't
Yeah.
check tags. I didn't, girl,
Yeah.
bye.
This
A
is
blind date in
2020. Yeah.
2020. Girl,
Yeah.
bye. Okay.
But that's like that, like what you've done is like 2020's version of a blind date,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause who's really blind?
But I would love to be set up on a blind date from like a mutual friend. You know what I mean? Like if I
Okay.
had a friend that was friends with me and someone else and
Yeah.
was like, I think Ashley, you should go out with this guy. I want to set you up on a blind date. I think that would be cool and fun. Because
Okay,
it's
I'm
like
gonna do that. Let's do
can you?
it.
Can
Yeah.
you? Okay.
Uh-huh. I'm
uh-huh.
thinking right now.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I
Remember when
literally
Khadijah
started
set me up with
thinking,
that guy? It was like the whole, like the total setup. He's like a total weirdo.
no.
Remember, Khadijah set me up with that guy at Deshaun's birthday.
I like that you're blaming Khadijah for that.
No, first of all, call Khadijah right now. Khadijah put the battery in my back. Oh, he keeps asking about you. He's such a good guy. He's newly divorced. Listen, he's so divorced, he spent Thanksgiving at my house. And he just wants to find a good woman and he wants to settle down. And I was like, all right, yo, he's cute or whatever. I could see what's going on here.
That was the
Literally the worst option in the world.
That was so bad.
So
that
bad.
night unraveled terribly for you.
We'll revisit that in another episode.
That's
Girl, I feel like
too.
I feel like we gave a lot of ourselves. I learned a little bit about you.
Yeah. That's what this is for, right? Yeah.
I can't wait to see you next week. I love that we're like holding our actual conversations for these podcast conversations.
I know, it's so much fun. Be like, oh no, I'm gonna save it for the podcast.
Yeah. So it's gonna continue to get better and better. So
yeah,
I'm just so excited. Yay, we're live. Website is up. People can submit questions. You guys can write to us. As soon as we get hanging in the swing of this thing, we'll figure out how to get more involved with you guys. But for right now, we hope that you're enjoying, that you're loving it, and tune in next week for more.
Ask
Ashley.